gonna talk to you about Rain. So my name is Francois Alliot. Okay, I created my indie studio a year ago, which is called Nerial, and we released 4 games. So I wanted to talk to you about Rain, which is yeah. So if you want to see the game live, it's in the main room. I will be there this afternoon and tomorrow. Just a quick view about the games I made before Rain, just to explain you how I'm trying to make things right now. So the first game I released was Singular. I won't talk about it because it was not a great success, but I learned a lot of things with it. Necessarily, you learn things like this. The second game was called Magic Shot. So it's a procedurally generated French billiard game. So it was interesting. I'm not going to talk about it because it has nothing to do with adventure games, but it's a really interesting game. You should try it. After that, I made a game called The Differing Stars, which is a bit more closer to narrative things. So it's a game set in space. So you play a big like galaxy-sized entity, and you have to make your way among the stars. So that's my second game. It went out on the second main game. It went out on Steam and iOS, and actually it was released on iOS 2 days ago. So that's why I got dark circles under the eye. So I won't dwell on this, but what's interesting in this one is that I pushed the ideas of using procedural generation to actually start to bring narrative in my games, and it really improved with the last game I made, which you may have heard of. I don't know, maybe. This one is called Passengers. Weirdly enough, I made this with Arnaud Debac, who is in the room, who is very much involved in whatever I'm doing. So it's called Passengers. So it was made during last Ludo Dare, where the theme was "You are the monster." I don't know if you remember this one. And it's a very short game we made in 2 days, but it's probably the game that is the most successful so far. So in Passengers, you play a smuggler of migrants in Europe. And what was interesting in this game, so it looks like a management game. So you manage the route you will go through to bring migrants in Europe. And then you decide who will go in the boat, and that's the main interest in this game. Is I'm using because what we wanted to say in this game is not just to play the smuggler. It's the idea is that the smuggler is like a very powerful guy in front of these people who wants to come to Europe. They gave him their dreams, their hopes, their fortune, and their everything they have, just to be on that boat. And so for the time of the journey, it's like overpower. He has a very large power over these people. And what we did is a really simple things that actually made people really get into the game. We got these 4 sentences. So Farah is a plumber. They find you where with a large ring. And she likes American movie stars. She wants to reach Paris. What we wanted to show is that behind the migrants, which we see in the news, which are depicted as a big wave of misery and poverty. You have actual people. You have actual stories. You have actual dreams and they have jobs generally, they have experiences, and we wanted to just individualize the immigrants, show that it's not just a large group of people you try to welcome as they come. So it's a bit it's the simple thing we wanted to explain through this game, and this is how it works. It's through these 4 sentences which create a real connection between the player and the characters. Notably because of the second line, define you with a large screen, because the migrants react to how you react to how you are, you smuggler. So if I accept them, you go like this from one to another. You can raise the money you get from them. If you raise too much, they will try to escape. But you can have some sort of very weird bargaining system with the migrants, which is not really acceptable when you think about it. You can decline people. You say no, I don't want you, because you can decide about whether they will go on the boat or not. And so every character is built like this with through the same sort of very simple generation system, and people very quickly, the player understand how it works. That it is like a collection of sentences we put together to make these characters, and it still creates a lot of empathy for this. So I won't dwell on this so much. I will just go back to Rain. So just what's important about that we did in Passengers and that we try to push in Rain is the way you through a very simple interaction you can create empathy with characters and with situation. So Rain is a bit we call it like like a mix of Tinder and Game of Thrones. It's a very simple interaction that you probably saw in Tinder. So if you swipe on the left, you say yes to the card. If you swipe on the right, you say no, and it has impacts. You have like obvious impacts, like the effect on the faith, the effect on the population, the effect on the army, and the effect on the money. And you get like hidden effects. For example, if I say no too often to the priest, he will try to kill me. Okay, so. So if I say yes to the Archbishop of Paris-B, okay, I will go from one to another. So this is what we wanted to try here is very simple. It's like this question: could you actually run a country through a Tinder interaction where you say I like or I dislike, you know? So and actually, funnily enough, there's a lot of deep in this sort of interaction, because if you manage to build a probabilistic system that's smart enough to adapt to your decision, you actually could do very very fun things with that. I will show you just after how it works. So you got questions. Also, you see the question mark on 60s. It's because you don't really know the outcome. So some decision you will take, and you won't know how it will turn out in the end. So it's quite also interesting. So I will build the library. So yeah. The people from the Iceland, I would just play a bit. You can come and so no, I don't want. It's not enough. Okay, yeah, that's better. So you also very interesting things. No, so the jester is just making fun of you, really. What's interesting also in this sort of interaction is there's what I call something very interesting is the way you're able to hack your own system, you know. So just through a very simple rules of interaction like yes, no, you actually can create very interesting things. Like if I could go to Great Fire is Destroying. The Vikings are just so yeah, I died. Okay, So you define a new hand, and you will go from one king to another, like from one dynasty to another. So if that's your new high score, it's 23 years old. And your area of the grid, the name of the king is actually a representation of the people, how your actions affect the game. So now I'm Baudouin, I'm the second in the dynasty, okay? And this goes forever. Now, it won't go forever. I think we will stop at the revolution, the French Revolution. But it's really what we want to try is actually to not have a game over. So you will just go from one dynasty to another with a millennia's action, like the discovery of printing, for example, that will affect the game, the long game, I would say. But the unit is actually the way you your reign. Okay. The briefing are taking us again. No. Okay. So also we try to hide a couple of things in the game. So for example, if I say no, I don't want to copy this square. You're making a mistake. Now the merchant asks to meet you. Okay, I say yes. Surprised to meet a working lady. My countrywomen are like the one in your court. And you can welcome her, and she will become part of the console or the people, the characters that will talk to you during the game. The key king is there, let them go. Okay, you could go around. Okay. Here, for example, the doctor is coming to the game. Okay, but that won't help because, yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so that's reign. I will just show you very simple things. It's how we write the game. So we're using Unity, but that's not very important part because we're just using Unity, very simple instances of Unity. What I wanted to show you is because it may be more interesting for as a game design. So I'm just going to the behind the scene Excel. So that's an Excel. The whole game is in like a big Excel like this. And here each line is a card. Okay. So if I take this one, hygiene. So you got the bearer. The bearer is the doctor. So that's the one we saw just before. You got conditions. So what I do is I check this condition cell. So for example here, do you have the card nobleman? Do you have the character nobleman? And do you have there's non-conspiracy tag on the during the game? So I check the game state. I look at the condition, and if the game passes the conditions, I put the game in a like a stack of all the available games, available cards at that point in the game, and I give them a weight. So this card is a weight 10 if you want. So I would just stack like this all the available cards and randomly choose one of the cards that's available. After that, you got the log turn. The log turn is just something to, it's like a buffer, so the card won't be available for 16 turns after it is played. Okay, and you got the questions and the impact on every main data, and you got custom effect on the yes and custom effect on the no. So I will just show you a couple of things. I will just check this. What is funny? So yeah, things that are quite interesting. So here, for example, this card won't be played until you got if you got the alchemy tag. Okay, and if I say yes. I add the alchemy tag to the game state, Okay, so it won't be played again until you're out of the alchemy state. Okay, I don't know if it makes sense for everyone. If it doesn't, I can answer a question after that. Also, one interesting thing is this one. The 5 question mark 30. It says hide the data of the impact of saying yes to the treasury data, and choose a value between 5 and 30. So this is a quick thing to add a bit of variation to the game that's actually working very well. And also interesting, this idea of hiding the effects, saying there's an effect on your data, but you won't see, you don't know the outcome until you play, is actually a really interesting thing to do, because it creates you don't really know the outcome of your decisions too. So I think that's it. I could just carry on playing a little bit if you want. Maybe I could just answer some questions, and from that try to play the game to show you things. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
Are you dead when either of the stats reach 0?
Yeah. So what we try to do is actually a part of the interest in the game is actually discovering the end games. So you got a certain number of ends in the alpha. So this is very early. I forgot to mention, but we did this like in 3 weeks, so it's not really finished at all. So you got, so far you got 14 end cards. So you see them, the green lines, and they're actually, these ones are triggered when you reach 0 on one of the data. So if your military is equal to 0, you reach the end. But also if the military is equal to 100. So it's like a coup. It's when the military is so strong that actually it takes over your power. So the whole game is about keeping like some sort of balance between the different data, not just maximize everything, because it means you're dead everywhere. Also, what's interesting is how we're trying to, and that's really why we're here at AdventureX, I think, is how we're trying now to actually roll the cards to create some sort of behind this very obvious thing of putting a number behind military, faith, economy, and so forth and so on. We try to create links between the characters that will eventually lead to different outcomes. So, for example, the doctor will be very antagonist with the priest, and at some point it will become like a fight, and one will try to put the other in the jail, and you could die because of that sort of interaction between your characters, and that's what we are trying to explore right now. So behind this probabilistic system, you can really build a really interesting sort of infra-text, links between the cards, and actually. So that's what we are trying to do. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah.
Hi. Is there a way to win in this game? I mean, as in die of old age.
So you can. It's actually there's a multiple. It's not really winning condition, but it's like we have like a high score, so that's your age. So that's, for me, that's the main winning condition. So if we will try, I don't know how we will monetize the game or really make it, but for example, we'll probably emphasize on this idea of the age, because that's really it's really difficult to go over 40 years old. I saw someone this morning playing a lot and going to 100 years, but it's like after 50 minutes of playing the game. So it's really what we try to do is play on this condition of age, and after that we want a lot of discovery, like discover the end, discover very specific situations. For example, there's like a conspiracy against your king. So if you got to understand that conspiracy and discover who is behind everything, you will get some sort of achievements. We don't know how to yet, but we'll try to bring some values in discovering things in the game. Yeah.
One more question.
Yep.
How does it normally decide which card to display next?
It's what I told you about with this question of it checks the conditions. Then you put the card. If it's okay, it puts the card in a stack of available cards, and it puts each card as a weight. Okay. Then when it takes, for example, by randomly choosing which one will be next. That's the main interaction. After that, you got linked cards, so cards that are actually like in a regular dialogue system. You could see them here. Here, when you got below new doc, it says to that card, if you say yes, then play the card new doc. Okay, that's it. Okay, so it will bypass the condition system. Okay.
Yep, one line.
Yep.
Well, that's for me.
Oh.
You say it's like Game of Thrones meets Tinder, but was it at all inspired by Crusader Kings or Universalis?
Not really. No. Well, I don't know. We really want more. We say Game of Thrones. It's more like we like this sort of medieval context, because that creates rather simple. It's never simple, and it was not at the time, but simple interactions where you can have a priest, you can have a doctor, so you can play on very interesting characters, I think. So that's what we try to do. It's not really related to any sort of context, despite the thing. Tinder with Game of Thrones, which is more a catchphrase than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a really nice user interface for like. Crusader Kings is very difficult to get into, but like this seems like it distills that into a very user-friendly way.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah. One last announcement or question. So this is very early. We're trying to build the game. We're quite interested in having some invite some game designers to actually write part of the games. So we'll try to have because as I said, it goes from 800 to 17. So as it's very simple to build the sort of Excel, we would like to create some events during the life of the game that will be plugged in the main games through this condition system, and we would like to invite and have some sort of partnership with other game designers to bring the game a bit forward, because we're not we're just learning too. So to actually like expand the game in different directions. There's a lot of things you can do through this system, yeah. So if you're interested, just you got my tweet handle somewhere. Which is at Nerial, so Nerial, so Nerial. I'm in the table, so just come talk to me, and I'm all right. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Francois Alliot.